It's time for the Instigator, the in-your-face hockey podcast that is loaded with controversy and criticism. This hockey talk rant will spark your hockey thoughts and opinions. When controversy happens in the hockey world, the Instigator is there to fire off their opinion. You may agree, but you just might wholeheartedly disagree. That's what brings you back. Get ready for in-your-face hockey talk and controversy. The Instigator is hosted by Brad Baroud and is a production of Inside Edge Hockey News Radio.
From behind the goal line, quickly out to Dillon. He'll set, missed shot, and then Marlowe with the backhand denied by Hellebuck. And a penalty coming up to Kane, and now Scheifele going after Kane. Pionk slow to get up in the corner after that hit by Evander.
It is time for the Instigator, episode number 39, recorded on February 16th, 2020. I am the host of the show, Brad Baroud from Inside Edge Hockey News, and on this episode, we discuss Evander Kane. Yes, Evander Kane is back in the news. Big shocker. And it's not a positive item again. Another big shocker. Again, he is suspended, this time for 3 games, for a horrendous elbow on Winnipeg Jets defenseman Neil Pionk. But, not that that wasn't bad enough. Kane reacted to the suspension by taking to Twitter. And that just might get him in more trouble. And Evander, really? You're playing the victim card? Is this for real? Thanks for tuning into the show. We hope you enjoy.
Inside Edge Hockey News. Dropping the gloves. And stirring the pot.
Yep, Evander Kane is back in the news. Trouble with the Department of Player Safety. Big shock. After an elbow to the head of Neil Pionk at the 13-17 mark in the third period of Friday night's game, the San Jose victory, to top it off in Winnipeg, Kane was assessed a 2-minute minor for elbowing. But that's not where it stopped, as Department of Player Safety had a little bit more to say about it as he targeted the head of Neil Pionk, which I don't know why, but tended to follow him around all night long. And I'm not sure what the beef is there, but who cares? It followed with a 3-game suspension handed down by the Department of Player Safety. We thought things were done. Not so much. And then Kane proceeded to tweet the following: the fact that the NHL Department of Player Safety, headed by George Parros, continue to pick and choose who and what they suspend is ridiculous. There have been countless incidents of the same nature through this season and the past seasons that have gone unsuspended or fined. No person can tell you what is or isn't a suspension in today's game. It has become a complete guess. There is a major lack of consistency with the NHL Player Safety, a completely flawed system in so many ways. From the suspensions to appeal rights, it's baffling to me how we as a group of players agreed to this. You can't continue to give some players a pass and throw the book at others. There has to be an outside third party making these decisions and remove the bias and transparencies in this department headed by George Parros. None of this makes sense. That was on Twitter from Evander Kane. He went on to continue to barrage Twitter, which cracks me up, and complained that Chara did not get suspended but was fined $5,000 for a cross-check to Gallagher. Now, yes, I agree. I think that should have been a suspension too. Evander thought 1 game. I thought 1 game would have been fine, maybe 2. I don't know. He went on to complain about other plays that have happened in the National Hockey League. Other elbows, the elbow on McAvoy from Lawson Krause. I don't know. I understand that you can have a beef and not agree with the play. But if you're going to disagree, you probably better pick pick and choose your suspensions that you're disagreeing with a little bit better. Because quite honestly, this is about as cut and dried as you can possibly get in my mind. This was a direct elbow to the head of Pionk. I don't know what there is to complain about. Yes, Evander, you're going to get more than one game, more than two, because you are a repeat offender. How many times do we have to watch you do stupid things on the ice? And then if you're going to take to Twitter, which I'm fine with players speaking out, you sure as hell better not play the victim card when it's a blatant elbow to the head. Now, will there be a fine for his actions on Twitter? There should be. Because how many coaches have we watched get suspended for speaking their mind in the media? What does it matter if it's on TV or on Twitter? It's in the media. That's the world we live in. Now Evander needs to pay the price with a healthy fine from the league. Now, how will this impact him in the future? You know, Evander just continues to make stupid decisions. Do you think refs are going to give him benefits of doubts anymore? I'm guessing the player's safety isn't going to give him benefits of doubts anymore. Will him speaking out help the rest of the league? Maybe. It might. It might wake player safety up a little bit. But I don't think player safety got this wrong. Evander's bitching about 3 games. Well, if you didn't have a track record of being a dirty player, you wouldn't have got 3 games, right? Stupid questions from a stupid player. That's why he got ran out of Winnipeg. Because they were tired of dealing with this bullshit. And it's sad. It's sad to see a talent like this go to waste. Evander Kane could be the premier power forward in this league, hands down. The guy is phenomenal. He just doesn't know when to use his head, and I don't understand it. Evander, you could be a premier power forward. Shut your mouth. I hope the league tacks on a fine for his stupid Twitter antics. Thanks for tuning in. Check back for the next rant on the Instigator. Get connected. Inside Edge Hockey News can be found on Twitter at Inside Edge Hockey. You can also check out the Facebook page, Inside Edge Hockey News. Check out host Brad Brood on Twitter at Brad Brood. And if you like what you hear, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. Check us out on all major podcast players and consider subscribing to the Inside Edge Hockey News on Patreon. That'll get you exclusive content and much more. Thanks again and enjoy the hockey action.
Leads to McDavid cutting in. And what a goal by Connor McDavid. Oh my goodness. Just a sublime, decadent, suave tally as he goes between the legs, pulls Hudobin off his angle, and roofs it.
Thanks for listening to The Instigator. Check back for future episodes or download the show on your favorite podcatcher. Keep up to date with all the hockey news at Inside Edge Hockey News. And check us out on all forms of social media. Until next rant, take care and enjoy the hockey action.
This has been a production of Inside Edge Hockey News Radio, copyrighted and distributed by the Inside Edge Hockey Media Group.